Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming to my channel, D versus Debt. This is D, and it is Savings Challenge Saturday. Woo woo. So the way this works is that I take my rollover money from my budgeted credit card expenses. So I have a budgeted cash envelope set of expenses, and then I also have a budgeted set of expenses for my credit card. So I ration out $100 in cash a week and $100 in credit card expenses in a week. So what is left over is what I get to stuff into my savings challenges. So for this particular week that we're looking at, from October 3rd through the 10th, I had budgeted $40 for groceries. I spent $21, which gave me a rollover of $19 in that category. Budgeted $20 for home expenses. I only spent 10, so just half of it. That meant I have a pocket of 10 in my rollover. For gasoline, same thing happened. I had a budget of 20 and only spent half of my budget, so that's another 10 to add to the rollover. And then for health, I went over by $1, and so that means I went into the negatives in that particular one. So when I added it all together, subtracted by 1, I ended up with a total of $38 in rollover money that I can stuff into my savings challenge envelopes. So here is where I keep the money after I pull it out, and we've got 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So that is what's going to go into my different savings challenges. So let's go ahead and start off with the bingo challenge. So 18, that's going to leave just one more in the G row. So let's go ahead and stamp that there. So that means $18 is going to go into my bingo envelope. I keep meaning to get around to making a new label that says specifically bingo, and I just haven't. So let me see. There was 15, 16, 17, 18, zoinks. I'm gonna have to break what's left. All right, so $18 goes into the bingo challenge. And because this is fat with cash, I'll probably just make change right here from that. So I'm gonna put my ones here. I'm gonna put my 5s here. Okay, there's my 18. So that means we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 for my bingo savings challenge. So that is awesome. Getting very, very close to the goal of 325 when I black out my board. So let's go ahead and break this 20 down, and I guess 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 20. So I'll put the 20 there. We'll see how it goes with the other challenges. So in the meantime, this all goes right back into my challenge, my bingo challenge envelope. The nice thing about this is literally every week I sit here and make change with this particular envelope because it always has a bunch of bills in there, a bunch of money. So let's go ahead then and go to the next challenge. All right, so for the alphabet savings challenge, I'm going to go ahead and spin the randomizer. Okay, so let's pick a bright color. P is pretty high because it's $16. Not as bad as that darn Z that wiped me out, but I'm not working with a bunch of money this time either, so that randomizer just has it against me. So 5, 10, 15, $16 is going to go into the Alphabet Savings Challenge. If you weren't here last week for it, basically this is going to be for when I go back to school because I'm on sabbatical this year. So 6 months from now, I'm going to be shopping for clothes. And basically right now I'm living in like shorts and a hoodie. And so I need teaching clothes when it's time to go back. So that is what went down for my Alphabet Challenge. So let's go ahead and put it into that envelope. So there's the 1s, there's the 5s. That means this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42. Woohoo, $42. I can get quite a bit of clothes for that because I like to shop cheap. So that's a nice chunk of money already in my ABC envelope. All right, time for the next one. All right, so for the 10,000 Steps Savings Challenge, I once again I only met the goal once this week. So who has 2 thumbs and no willpower? This chick. So I need to work on that. You know, I keep crying about the fact that clothes don't fit as I'm eating half a pizza and not exercising, wondering why in the world I can't fit into my clothes. So let's go ahead and put in the date for that. And then the $1 for this particular challenge happens to come out of its own little stash. So I'd gone to the bank and basically asked for a bunch of 1s, and so I keep them in their own little $1 box. So there's my little stash, and so that's where I pull for this challenge. So this is gonna go into the 10,000 Steps Challenge envelope, which means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 little dollars. That's pretty embarrassing. Okay, so my $5 savings challenge, all the 5s that are left over go into here. However, I've only got $4 left, but I really want to put a $5 into this challenge because this one is for my winter clothes, and it is cold up in here all of a sudden in Arizona. So I'm actually going to scavenge my 1 from my stash of exercise ones since they're not getting put to use anyways. So you're judging me, but I deserve it. So now that I have my 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I need it to be a $5 bill. So let me go back to that trusty bingo envelope and pull out a 5. Oh my goodness, there's no more 5s. It's all 20 and 1s. Yikes. Okay, so let's go on a hunt for 5s in another envelope, and obviously it can't come from this one. So let's pull it from the Alphabet Challenge. All right, so I spotted a 5 in there. So I'm going to take that and replace it with these 1s. And back into the Alphabet Challenge it goes. And now I can color in. Let's see, what color should I do? Let's go with purple. So we're going to color this one in. And again, it's just amazing to me how hard it is to color on camera while standing up. But that is as good as I can do. So there is that. And this goes into then my $5 savings challenge envelope. All right, so that wiped out my rollover money for this particular week, which means I should be a little bit better with my money for next week. We'll see how that goes. That way I have more money to put away into savings. So the only thing really that's left then for this week, since my money is all dried up, is my Roth IRA. So I was able to put in another $100 into this one. So that means that I'm gonna, for now, just color in the circle, and then off camera I'm gonna go in with a colored pencil and shade in the rest, because I was surprised about how long that took to do. So because the $100 is already in the bank in my Roth IRA account, I'm gonna use the funny money, the fake dollars, just to serve as a placeholder for that. So that's gonna go into my Roth IRA. And I have my other placeholders in here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 buckaroos in my little retirement account that I just opened up. So that is that. So that is all for this week's savings challenge. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.